Hey, Johnny Beane here. Today we celebrate the anniversary of the Van Halen debut. Favorite tracks off the album? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like Van Halen, exclusively Van Halen is the show for you right here on Johnny Beane TV.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!
Hey, what's up, you guys? Johnny Beane here. This is exclusively Van Halen, the Van Halen Show on YouTube. We're also live on X. We're also live on Facebook. We're everywhere. This is a podcast on Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn. This is an internet show. So wherever you get your internet, however you get your internet, you can get this show. !S in the chat will give you all my social media links. Check it out. We're on TikTok. Everywhere there is, right? All right. Today is February 11th, 2025. Yesterday was the anniversary of the Van Halen debut right here. There it is. Look at that. I was out of town yesterday, so I didn't do a proper show from the studio. I did a YouTube short, which is what you guys just saw at the top of this. So we're going to talk about the Van Halen debut album for a little bit. Let's do that. I mean, you guys all know this record. This is the record that started it all, right? So hey, but before we get into it, let's say hello to the top tier of channel members here on the Johnny Beane YouTube channel. We like to give a special shout out to the top tier channel members, people who support the channel and support these shows. And the top tier are, we call them the executive producers, and they are currently Music Therapy Laz, Majestic PB and J Cat, Woody Be Real, Flipper Carlin, CC, Bay Area Rich, Sherman Callahan, Nova 9, Warlag, R Habs, and Janice Lala the intern. Thank you so much, you guys, for being top tier channel members. Thank you. So what that means is they get their names in green in the chat here on YouTube. So they stick out. You get exclusive content. You get exclusive emojis that you can use. And it's a pretty cool thing. So consider becoming a channel member. Yeah, you stick out like Keith. I see you. Your name is in green. Like Charles, I see you. Your name is in green. Janice, you're on Facebook. I see you because you're on Facebook. But you're also a top-tier channel member. Good to see you. Chris King, you're on Facebook. I can see you. Good to see you guys. Mark's Gas Station is here. Rock Daddy is here. Adam is here. Good to see you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. So let's talk some Van Halen. Okay, the Van Halen debut record. Like I said, yesterday, excuse me, I'm still getting over the Namthrax. Whatever that was. NAMM. I was at the NAMM show. Did you guys see those videos? We had an amazing time. Okay. And it's like the more I talk, the more I want to cough. So, but this is the 1978, and this is an actual original pressing. Look at this. This isn't a brand new one. This isn't something you're going to find at wherever you get your records nowadays. No, this is the real deal. And guess what? We're going to give this away. Who wants to win this? You must be subscribed to the channel, and you must participate in the live chat to win this. We'll talk more about that towards the end of the show tonight or today. Whatever. whatever. So yesterday was the anniversary. Today, we're going to talk about it. Hey, Thomas, what's up, man? I see you on Facebook. Good. Hey, nice T-shirt, dude. You got the Gibson. I got the Kramer. Look at that. I got this at the Gibson Garage in Nashville. Very cool. Very cool dudes. There we go. There's the Nightbot link to that. Janice, you already won one of these? Right on. Well, somebody's going to win one at some point on the channel here. I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But hey, let's head on over to iHeart. They have something here. 17 things you might not know about Van Halen's self-titled debut. So again, yesterday was the anniversary. Okay? But we're talking about it today. And I'm trying to read. I'm trying not to cough. All right, this is written by Dave, is it Bassner? Again, this is yesterday. On February 10th, 1978, Van Halen released their self-titled debut album. To celebrate its anniversary, here are 17 things you might not know about it. Wow, cool. Let's see here. We can learn some things. Okay, number one, the group recorded the album in just 3 weeks, and most of it was done live with very few overdubs. Now that's cool. That's a very not all debut records are recorded in 3. Well, these days with technology, I don't know. It could be a little different. You could do a record pretty quick. But again, we're going back to 1978 when you had to go into a real studio. You really had to have your parts down. You had to have the songs down. There wasn't the technology like there is today with computers and overdubbing and all that. That did not exist back then. I mean there was overdubbing, there was certain things, but not like today. Right? I think we can all agree on that. The cover photos were taken at LA's Whiskey A Go-Go. That's pretty cool. Let's check those out. These photos right here from this classic album. You got Edward. You got David Lee Roth. You got Michael Anthony. Alex Van Halen. You got the back cover. David Lee Roth right there. And then you have some insert photos. So it's like after they were rocking out on stage. That's pretty cool. I wonder if this fan club is... I've always wondered. You know, by the time I got this album, I'll tell you guys, I didn't get this record until 1987. So it was, 9 years later? Came out in 78. I got it in 87. Something like that. So I'd always kind of wondered, I wonder if that fan club address is still good. It's a P.O. box. So probably not. But very cool. There's the back with the classic logo. And this vinyl copy that I have, this is the real deal. This is an original one. Look at that. Very cool. Burbank, home of Warner Brothers Records. Yeah, now they're called Warner. Or Warners. They're not even called Warner Brothers anymore. If you guys want to win this vinyl copy, you must be subscribed to the channel. Well, actually, we won't do the giveaway today. We'll do it on a future episode. So let's say the next episode. I do shows almost every day here. So, could be tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Wednesday? We could do a show tomorrow, Wednesday. You could win this. We could do it Thursday. I usually jump on with Laz. Friday possibly. But anyway, we'll be giving this away, let's just say later this week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube and help us get to our next goal of 13,000 YouTube subscribers. We would appreciate that. But I also have some other giveaway items, such as this. I picked this up last night. I've got a classic rock issue, and this has Van Halen on the cover. 40th anniversary special, the making of 1984. Alex Van Halen exclusive. Very cool. So we'll give this away as well. I have a couple of these. I actually have several of these. So let's say let's say we did a show tomorrow or the next day, and I gave this away. Let's say we did that. I have more of these. I have several copies of these original issues. That's something back in the day, I bought every Van Halen album I could find. So I have tons of them. You guys have noticed the past 2 years I've given several away. I still have tons more. So let's go back to the list over on iHeart. Number 3, Dave Lee Roth has said Van Halen is his favorite of the band's records. Now that's pretty cool. That's something I didn't know. Charles Kelly is saying my dinner looked really good last night. My dinner? Were you watching me on Twitch? I was live on Twitch last night eating tacos at Chipotle. Here, let me find your guys' comments. Thomas says, I remember it like it was yesterday. First time I heard Van Halen 1. Right on, man. Cool avatar, too, dude. There's Charles. Channel member. Thank you again, man. Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you for the Twitch. Yeah. So you'll see somebody named Nightbot in the posting links. You can trust. Nightbot is me. So you can trust any link you see down there. Yeah. Like the Gibson Garage where I got this Kramer shirt. So awesome. By the way, today is like National Guitar Day. I didn't even know. Actually, I knew. I forgot. We do a lot of guitar content, guitar shows here on the channel. I have a brand new workbench. I'm in a brand new studio here, you guys. If any of you guys have been watching me, see, we got a lot of new people after the last NAMM show. We got like at least 120 new subscribers. So there's a lot of new people here watching these shows. But if my shows here go back, at least the live shows like this go back 10 years. So you'll notice if you watch some older videos, I'm in a different room, different studio. It was my living room. This is not my living room. This is my basement. Anyway, I have an awesome workbench over here. I work on guitars. I just happen to have a Kramer guitar sitting right there, ready to be strung up. I got some strings. Is the bridge on there? Yeah, I got the bridge hooked up. So, on another episode, maybe Friday, we do a lot of guitar stuff on Fridays. We call it Talking Guitars. Maybe I'll string the guitar up Friday. Hang out. Anyway, but this is a Kramer Beretta special. Speaking of Kramer, there you go. So happy National Guitar Day, you guys. So awesome. All right, let's get back to the list. Number 4, Running with the Devil has been misinterpreted as satanic. While the band has never said what it is really about, it's believed to be about what it's like being a young touring band. Now that makes sense. Where you're just going and going and going and traveling and that. I think that's actually I don't think it has anything to do with actually running around with the actual devil. I never thought that. I don't know who did. Vince, what's up? I'm going to say I like that toolbox. Hey, thank you so much, dude. Brand new toolbox here. Yeah, look at that. Work on guitars. So if you like that stuff, you'll like the channel here if you're brand new. We do actual guitar work, demos. I've got all sorts of pedals. Over here, all sorts of stuff to review, to demo. I've demoed these. You got the Randy Rhoads MXR, you got the Hello Kitty Fender Fuzz, You got that new MXR Rockman X100. We got them. Thank you again, Bay Area Rich. Huge supporter of the channel here. Thank you again, dudes. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Thomas, I took your advice and bought that Surf Green EVH Special last week. Hey, no way, dude. Congratulations. By the way, I love my Kramer 84. I picked it up this past summer. Cool. Right on, man. More applause. We love guitars here. Kramer, EVH, Fender, I love everything. I play all kinds of different stuff. I've got all kinds of guitars here. I've even got this. Check this out. This is called a Tajima. This is pretty cool. Thank you again, Bay Area Rich. I did an episode last week where I installed this Vega Trem on this guitar. Very, very cool guitar. The tremolo totally takes it up a notch. Several notches, actually. This guitar has built-in effects. Check out that video. It was last week. Is it Saturday? I think it was last Saturday's. A show I call Straturday Night. There you go. You got your Van Halen. Very cool. Great guitar. By the way, I have these strap locks I'll be talking about on a future video coming up. These are really cool. There you go. All right, let's get back to the list. We're like all over the place today. It's all good. It's all good. I'm trying not to cough. So I apologize. Actually, let me Okay. All right, back to the list. Where are we at? Number 5? Number 5. This is the iHeart 17 things you didn't know about the Van Halen debut record. We're reading this, celebrating the release of Van Halen 1. Okay. Where are we? Number 5. Running with the Devil starts with a bunch of car horns. Those horns actually came from the band members' own cars. They removed the horns and put them in a box, powering them with 2 car batteries and a foot switch. They were then slowed down in production. Including car horns on the track had been Gene Simmons' idea. The Kiss bassist produced a demo for Van Halen in 1977. Some of that that's sort of true. Did he produce the demo in 77 or 76? It might have been a little early. It might have been, I don't know if it was 70. May have been a little early. May have been 76. But also the car horn thing, that was something that Van Halen had been doing live on stage. You can actually hear them using the car horns on some of their live concerts from the club days, from the earlier days. Now, the version of Running with the Devil that Gene Simmons produced also included a song. Which one was it? House of Pain. A song that it actually didn't appear on a Van Halen record until what album? In the chat. We got a live chat going here on YouTube, on Facebook, on X. What was the song? There was 2 songs. They ran into each other. They were basically they were hooked up by the car horns. The recording. What was the song? It was one song, and then it goes into the car horn. The car horns are actually in the song itself. It was a song that appeared on 1984, but it wasn't released. It wasn't released until 84, but it's the same title. Nope, not Drop Dead Legs. There you go, Charles. Charles got House of Pain. There was a Gene Simmons produced version of the song House of Pain. I think there was a Ted Templeman produced version of that demo as well. The song didn't appear until 84, but it was, lyrically it was different. Musically it was somewhat similar, still a little different. Yeah. The horns were mounted onto a pedal board. That's right. And they would use them as noisemakers during their live shows. You can actually hear them. There's a what I consider one of the greatest Van Halen live shows of all time, live bootlegs. Well, it's a soundboard show. Is the Pasadena Civic 77. You can hear the horns during that show, like in between songs. One of the band members steps on the pedal. So those horns are actually a part of the choruses of the original demo of the song House of Pain. House of Pain wasn't on a Van Halen record until 1984, but it was on the Gene Simmons demo, which I think is 76, 77, somewhere. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments down below. By the way, drop your comments below on this video. If you're watching this on playback, what are your favorite songs on the album? You know, like what I said yesterday. This video clip, this is from yesterday. Like, on this video clip will apply to today as well. Hey, Johnny Beane here. Today we celebrate the anniversary of the Van Halen debut. Favorite tracks off the album? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like Van Halen, exclusively Van Halen is the show for you right here on Johnny Beane TV. There you go. Thank you so much, Johnny Beane. You're welcome. That was me yesterday. And here I am today. Okay. So anyway, House of Pain. I know we're taking way too long with this. House of Pain, the original demo had the car horns in the choruses. And then eventually the song ends with the car horns and they go directly into, where's my bass? You guys all know what I'm talking about. They go into this. Right? You guys know what I'm saying. Okay. Running with the Devil. Demo. All right. That's number 5. Okay, number 6. The lyrics to Run with the Devil were inspired by funk band Ohio Players' song of the same name. That I did not know. Is that true? That's news to me, man. Excuse me. That's news to me. That I had no idea about that. Number 7, the instrumental Eruption had been part of Van Halen's show since at least 1976. Yeah, somewhat true. Probably. Except the earlier, when Edward would play a solo during their club shows, he actually did a lot of soloing before he came up with the tapping. So you don't even hear, like, listen to some of, the earlier club shows where Eddie's doing guitar solos. There's none of this. It's more like delays, like Echoplex delays. I think he's using a wah pedal. Because they actually used to do a lot of covers in the clubs, and they used to do Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, and Edward would use a wah for that. But he actually didn't bring the wah really into Van Halen on album, at least, until 10 years later. Van Halen's OU812 album. What was the song in the chat? What was the first song to feature a wah pedal? I just gave you a hint. It was on OU812. What was the song? In the chat. Somebody knows. Or down below. Drop a comment on playback. Okay, a little more reading here. Eruption number 8. Eruption introduced Eddie Van Halen's two-handed tapping technique to the rock world. That, yeah, that's true. Well, well, which was released first, Eruption or You Really Got Me? Because You Really Got Me has it too. You Really Got Me may have been out there first as a single. I think it was. That does have the tapping and the solo. But Eruption really did feature it. Let's see, Brian says In and Out. What? Yeah, there's a wah pedal on In and Out, but on OU812 there's a song. I'll give you another hint. It's a guitar solo on OU812 that features a wah pedal. It's the first time you ever heard a wah pedal on a Van Halen recording. Yeah. Other people were doing the tapping technique before, but Edward really became known. He was the first one where people really noticed it. Although there was actually a bass player out there that was doing tapping too around the same time. This guy. Hey, this is Billy Sheehan. You're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
Hola, amigos. This is your bass player, Billy Sheehan. You're watching me right here on my dear friend, John. It went away.
Oh, no.
Johnny Beane. I can. We do radio IDs all the time, but if it's not written down, even if the guy is standing right there, it's a weird mental problem.
You said we're dear friends,
Johnny,
but then you couldn't remember my name.
Dear friend, what's it?
Who is that?
No, it's a weird thing. Whenever we do radio IDs or TV things, if it's not written down, you're lost. It's hilarious. But Johnny B, come on, here we go. Let's do take 2. I'll get it this time. I swear to God.
All right, ready.
All right. Hola, amigos. This is Billy Sheehan, your bass player, here with my dear friend Johnny Beane. I never forget this guy. He's been so wonderful for me. Let me do take 3. Sorry.
Thank you, Billy.
I overdid it now. Here we go. Hola, amigos. This is Billy Sheehan, your bass player, saying hello to you from the fabulous Johnny Beane Show. And thank you for having me on, Johnny. And I hope I see you all around. New Talus is out. New Winery Dog's coming. Gracias.
Thank you, Billy Sheehan. And that was my old living room, the studio you saw in that clip. That was the older room I used to be in. Now I'm in the basement. So Billy Sheehan had been doing tapping on bass, and I think from interviews, Billy had said that he thinks they had both come up with the technique at the same time. So whenever that was in the 70s. Billy Sheehan was doing that too. Other people were doing it. Edward really, spotlighted it and really people noticed. Eruption was a huge part of that. Although people, when they first heard Eruption on the album, on this, they're like, hey, what's that? What's that? People thought it was like a keyboard or something. A lot of people didn't realize it was that guitar right there. So, there you go. Very cool. A couple more. There you go. You got it. Yeah. Cabo Wabo was the first Van Halen song to feature a wah pedal on recording. That's right. That's right, dude. Stu Ham. He does tapping too? You mean this guy? Man, I got so many IDs here that they get all mixed up. This dude?
Hey, this is Stu Hammond. You're watching Johnny Beane. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Stu Ham. There you go. Yeah, he's great too. Thomas says, I play guitar because of Eruption and Van Halen one. Right on, man. Also says Billy can play. Saw him with David Lee Roth. Dude, no way. I saw him with Mr. Big originally. 1992. That's when I first saw and met Billy Sheehan. Long time ago. All right, what's the next one? Okay, number 8 we read. Number 9, Eruption almost didn't make it onto the album. Eddie didn't think it was right for the band, but producer Ted Templeman, who's actually from Santa Cruz, which is where I am. Ted Templeman is actually from here too. Overheard it while the guitarist was rehearsing for a live show. The engineer just happened to be recording, so Ted had it go on the record. That's pretty cool. All right, number 10. While recording Eruption, Eddie made a mistake, and to this day, whenever he hears it, he thinks he could have played it better. I think he had said that in an interview somewhere. Like there's a part of the song. Might have been like a tapping part, like a certain like movement in the tapping, like it sounded, like it was a mistake. But to us, it's normal because we all know it. All right, number 11. The band released their cover of the Kinks' "You Really Got Me" because of an encounter Eddie had with a group called Angel. Eddie showed Angel's drummer a demo of their version of the song, and the next day he learned Angel was recording their own cover of it to release before Van Halen's. VH rushed to get theirs out first. That is true. Edward was at a party one night, ran into the band Angel, and he was so excited about their demo, "You Really Got Me," the recording, he played it for them. And the next day he gets a call from like Ted Templeman or something, and they're saying, "Hey, did you play that for somebody?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, hey, they're in the studio right now trying to rush release their own recording of that." So Van Halen had to rush their single out first. Now that's what I was saying earlier, is that I think "You Really Got Me" came out first as a single. I mean, we got the internet. We can, if somebody wants to look it up, let me know in the comments. But I think Van Halen released "You Really Got Me" first, and the tapping was on there first. And then, of course, when the album came out, then you had the tapping on there too, on Eruption, which is where everybody took notice. Every guitar player at the time noticed that. Although a lot of people thought it was a keyboard. But that makes sense because Edward was a piano player first. So it makes sense that, he could be playing that on piano too. Let's see. Number 12. Eddie was upset "You Really Got Me" was the first single off the album because he didn't want the single to be someone else's song. He would have preferred Jamie's "Crying." And then, of course, years later, Edward would talk about that. Actually, to my cousin, Jazz Obrecht. Jazz had interviewed him for the Diver Down album. And Edward, he didn't really, I don't think he liked that the album Diver Down was mostly cover tunes, but he made them his own. So it kind of balances out, sort of. Edward would always say, hey, he'd rather fail. He'd rather fail with his own music. Which was it? Than make it with a cover song. Something like that. Something to that extent. But I can understand releasing your first single and it's a cover tune, and if you're a writer, you'd rather have your own song out there. But these days it's a little different with recording and record deals, and it's a kind of a different thing today. A lot of people start with covers now to get noticed. You put out covers. You record your own version of something, get that out there. If it gets traction, then you give them the original stuff. That's how that works today. It's pretty normal. Okay, where are we? Number 13, Kinks guitarist Dave Davies reportedly didn't like Van Halen's version of the song. It didn't help that a concertgoer once congratulated him for doing a great cover of the Van Halen song. His brother, Kinks singer Ray Davies, said he liked the song because it made him laugh. Oh, that's funny. Somebody came up to the Davies and said, "Hey, we like your cover of the Van Halen song." Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, a band comes out, does a cover of your song, it gets big. I mean, hey, at least they're getting the publishing from that, or whoever wrote it. And that's the thing too. It's all about publishing and writing. Let's see. It actually says on here. You really got me. Ray Davies. J-Boy Music Corp. BMI. You really got me. So Ray Davies is the songwriter. So Ray Davies or Ray Davies Estate gets the publishing anytime the Van Halen song is played because it's his song. So let's see. Number 12. When Eddie wrote Ain't Talking About Love, he didn't think it was good enough to even show his bandmates. Now, Ain't Talking About Love was Van Halen's like tribute to punk rock. You guys all know the riff. And yes, I'm going to play it for you. Let me see. That one. That was Edward's take on punk. So, although it's kind of weird because that's an A minor. Punk songs are not in minor chords. It'd be more like just like if it was a punk song, it would be like. Although that's too happy sounding, I guess. Although that sounds like Ramones. It'd be like. Right? It'd be like. That's like a Ramones. That'd be like, so Ain't Talking About Love was Van Halen's take on punk music. Right? And then with the hey, hey, hey. What? You want me to plug the guitar in? This show isn't supposed to be that long. I'm trying to make these shows shorter and shorter. I'll do another video for. I'll do another show this. Maybe I'll do a show tomorrow and I'll play the guitar for you guys. Okay. Actually, we'll be doing the giveaway on another show. If you guys want to win this, maybe we'll do the show tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a show tomorrow where I give this away. But you must be subscribed to the channel, right, Mike? What's this, Mike? You don't know what this is? This is called a record. They're very fragile. This is an original one. This is like the real deal from back in the day. Look, it says 1978. Gotta subscribe. That's right. Gotta subscribe to the channel. Maybe we'll give this away tomorrow. We'll see. I mean, we'll do it on a future show. All right, where's the next? Yeah, I'm trying to keep these shows, at least under an hour these days. And we got 20 minutes. And it's impossible to do a show when you have anthrax. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. You're talking to Nightbot. Nightbot's talking back to you. What's that? Oh my God. Okay, next one. Eddie penned, number 13, Eddie penned a Talking About Love to be a punk rock parody, but it didn't end up sounding punk. There you go. That's exactly what that was. Number 14, Ain't Talking About Love is about casual sex. Is that true? Who's writing this stuff? What was I going to say? Here's some more trivia for you guys. The first time Van Halen played the song Ain't Talking About Love live was at Magic Mountain in the Los Angeles area. But the intro was a little different. It was actually much long. It was like slower. It was something like this. It was a little different. It had more like picking in it. And then it became, what we know. That one. Where are we? Number 15. Oh, we're almost done. Jamie's Crying is about a girl who had a one-night stand and that she regrets. Ironically, Lee Roth, who has had his fair share of one-night stands, penned the lyrics. Number 16, next 16, Ice Cream Man is a cover of Chicago blues musician John Brim. He recorded it in 1953. That's cool. Okay, and then the last thing of the 17 things you didn't know about Van Halen's debut record over on iHeart. Van Halen has sold more than 10 million copies in the U.S. alone, giving it diamond status. Is that Diamond Dave status? When was this written? I don't know. Is that Blossom? On a very special episode. So, iHeart, there you go. 17 things you might not know about Van Halen's self-titled debut. There was a couple things there that I didn't know, and there's a couple things I wasn't sure about either. Tonight, on a very special Blossom. I never watched that. I never saw that. Okay. Where are we? Where's our regular background? There it is. All right. Smash that thumbs up. Smash that subscribe, especially if you want to win a Van Halen 78 vinyl. Oh, she's not Blossom anymore. She's a lady from The Big Bang Theory. I never saw that show either. Although everybody tells me I look like one of the guys on that. I stopped watching TV years ago. I threw my TV out the window. I don't watch television. Okay. So, Van Halen's debut. Happy anniversary. Well, what does that make? 1978 to 2025. How many years is that? I don't even want to know. Because that's going to make me even older. In the chat, how many years has it been since Van Halen's debut came out? 46 years? 47 years? You're all saying 47. 47. You were 8, now you're 56? Dang, man. Well, happy 47, Van Halen 1. Very cool. Yeah, I know. The guy was in Roseanne. I used to watch Roseanne, too. That I used to watch. Big Bang Theory I never watched. But the same guy. His name's Johnny Galecki. Yeah, I know who he is. Green Beans. You were 19 when that came out? Yeah. That guy. People say I look like him. Or he looks like me. I don't know. One or the other. Well, Mike, that's because I've been doing these shows for 10 years. Even Andy Summers told me my voice had changed. When he first came on here, he's like, your voice is lower. Well, listen to this. My voice is higher. This was 10 years ago. This was 11 years ago, talking to Andy Summers. You guys know, from the Police. Listen to my voice here. Where is it? Yeah, listen to my voice here. This was something like 11 years ago.
Thank you, first of all, very much for joining us. But now we've got Johnny. Hello, Johnny.
Hi, how are you?
Is that Johnny Beane?
Yes.
Hey, man, how are you?
Hey, good to see you, man. Been a while.
Are you still living in San Francisco?
Yep.
You guys know each other? You guys hang out?
I bet it. Yeah, it's funny.
What's your question?
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, that was like 11 years ago. So see, I've been doing these shows for at least 11 years. But we've upgraded the microphone. We're now moved down to the basement. Totally, my voice, my voice dropped. That has bad audio. Well, see, I was using, actually, the microphone's right here. Where is it? I just saw it. Anyway, it's a 58. It was a 58 running through my Tascam 4-track. So it wasn't the same setup as this. This is a totally different setup. Totally different thing. The sound coming over AOL. Yeah. Yeah, because you're talking 11 years ago. Come over AOL or whatever. Yeah, the show is called Huffington Post Live. It wasn't on YouTube. It was just it was on the internet. It was a live internet show. Which is what this is. Although we are on YouTube. We are on X. We are on Facebook. MySpace. Yeah. We're gonna bring back MySpace. We're gonna go live on MySpace too. So, and yeah, you're right, Mike. Streaming was not what it was now, where anybody can just stream over something like this. Totally different thing. I know, because I've been battling the whole thing for 10 years. Streaming. So, there you go. Okay, look at that. We're just under an hour. This is cool. Thank you guys for watching. Again, happy anniversary. Happy 47th anniversary to Van Halen 1. We're going to give this away, but we're going to give it away on another show, not this one. So make sure you're subscribed. Smash that bell notification here on YouTube so that when I instantly go live, you get a notice on your phone. Oh, he's live. Let's go. We can win the album. Here it is. Right? Thank you, Janice. All right, so we'll either do the giveaway tomorrow or Friday. Smash that thumbs up. That's right. Smash the thumbs up. How many? We got 21 thumbs ups. Smash the thumbs up. All right. So I will let you guys go. And again, today is National Guitar Day. I do have a guitar workbench. I have a guitar that needs to be restrung. Maybe we'll do another show later. We'll see. You guys want me to come back later? Drop a comment. But once this becomes a VOD, a video, once this is like playback, where you can just like refresh and it's like, drop a comment. Do you want me to come back later? You want me to restring this guitar live? If you do, it is National Guitar Day. So drop a comment below. Say, yes, come back tomorrow, come back later, restring the guitar. Peggy says, yes, come back later. Peggy, I want you to drop 20 comments down below on playback saying, yes, come back. Okay? All you guys. Drop your comments down below. I want to see at least 20 comments down below saying, yes, come back, restring the guitar, happy guitar day. What'd you have for dinner? All that stuff. But I'll definitely be on Twitch later, though, too, doing some video gaming. Because that's what we do around here. Okay, channel members, thank you again for your continued support. I'm trying really not to cough. It's tough to do these shows when you can't talk. Thank you, channel members. Thank you for your continued support for this channel and these shows. Thank you. We got thousands and thousands of shows on YouTube here. So you can go back, you can watch tons and tons of previous shows. We got tons of new shows coming up all the time. It's awesome. It's pretty, we have a great time here. So smash that thumbs up on your way out. Refresh your browsers. And if you want me to come back later, drop a comment below saying you do. And I'll come back. We'll restring the guitar. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. And yeah, this is what channel? We'll play a couple channel IDs here if we can find any. What are we watching here? Lori Tucker from Van Halen's "Hot for Teacher" music video.
I just want to be like, how old are you?
Hey, it's Lori Tucker and
Johnny Beane,
and we're here at the Forum and we're going to see
Sammy Hagar.
And you're watching Johnny Beane TV. Stay tuned.
And then I'll give you mine, so come back around this way. Okay, let's go. All right, Mike, hi.
How you doing?
I'm Johnny Beane. I met you last year. I talked to you on Google Plus.
Oh, I remember you. Yeah.
I look like,
All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
All right.
He was at a Google Plus hangout.
I'm Johnny Beane.
My voice was even higher on that. I think that was like 2014. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Click on another video on the screen here and join us on the next video right here on Johnny Beane TV. Drop your comments below. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.